Hey gang, Jake here. Who's ready for some whiplash? Because I am going full tilt off of FG content today. For those of you who don't know, Azure Striker Gunvolt just got some fresh news. While I don't know what it is, because as of writing and recording this, it hasn't happened yet, I'm guessing it's exciting. So today, we're going to take a break from platform fighters to discuss something that I've pondered about for a hot minute. What if Gunvolt 1 got an English dub? So before we get into it, I want to lay down a few ground statements. First off, I am as basic gets when it comes to anime, so if you have some obscure VA in mind for any of these characters, they might be great, but I might also not know who they are. I'm sorry about that. This is just me working with my knowledge base, talking about who I want to play who. I'm not factoring in star power or budget, it's just what I think would be fun. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first off, I think the best place to start is with our protagonists, Gunvolt, Jewel, and Team Sheeps. Gunvolt is kind of easy for me. It'd be my ideal timeline if we could see Johnny Young Bosch lend his voice to the character. He's a legacy VA, but he's familiar to Capcom fans as the modern voice of Zero, and I think his time as Ichigo from Bleach, and more so as Nero from Devil May Cry, proves that he can still play a young, brash, motivated teenager.
I swear! I'm not letting you die!
Up next is Jewel/Lumen, which is difficult because Jewel is a character with a lot of innocence and kindness, but Lumen is a character that's very sassy and loves to take the piss. For that, I'm going to suggest Xanthi Huen. She's played very soft-spoken characters like Marianne in Three Houses, but she can also show some sass like she did as Nazuna in BNA, and she can blend the two like she did with Haru in Persona 5. So I think that's our best pick.
My heart has been set. You should know.
As for Team Sheeps, I think the best fit for Monica is another Persona 5 voice actor, Shara Millet. She's played a number of significant roles, ones with a lot of youthful fire and passion like Makoto Nijima, but she's also played characters with more reserved emotions, like Rhea from Three Houses. I think a balance between the two, somewhere between passion and a strategic mind, would be perfect for this character.
An ambush! Don't aim, just shoot!
As for Xeno, I want someone who can demonstrate skill, but still act like a total nerd. I think the best fit for that is Kyle McCarley, the voice of Hal from Astral Chain and Alm from Fire Emblem Echoes.
Yeah! Wait, no, that sounds nuts!
Lastly, there's Asimov, which is the one instance where I think the original OVA dub nailed it. I was tempted to replace Maxwell Powers with Christopher Sabat, but I think I'm just too attached to the campiness in Powers' performance. It pairs really well with Matt Papa's take on Asimov as a character, and I really want to see him show off during some of Asimov's later encounters.
Remember this, GV. That girl's freedom exists only after many more battles. Good luck.
Up next is the Sumeragi 7, which was a lot of fun to cast because of the variety they've got. For Merak, I needed someone who can whine like nobody else, and that's Yuri Lowenthal to a T. Have you heard this guy play Neil from Camp Camp?
Ow, you whore! Let me love you, goddammit!
For Viper, I wanted someone with an explosive personality, and I defaulted to Clifford Chapin, because letting him play two teenagers with combustion powers just sounded like a ton of fun. But I don't want him to just do Bakugo again. His performance in that role is a mix of aggression and intent. He's always pissed off, but he's also always focused on his goal, and that comes through in Cliff's performance. As Viper, I want this man to go full apeshit.
He'll be fine as long as he dodges! You suck!
As for Yota, I think Nolan North is the obvious pick. I want a mix of Ryoma's stoic nature and Yusuke's youthful fire.
They want a battle? Let's give them one!
Up next is Zonda, and, well, that's where it gets kind of difficult. See, Zonda is gender fluid, which means that they switch between male and female on the fly, and while we only see Zonda display as male during the story of Gunvolt 1, I still want a VA that can play both of Zonda's forms, because they play a much greater role in Gunvolt 2. As such, I looked for a voice talent that could cover all of our bases, and I found Senna Breyer. She regularly voices both male and female characters, and she's got a perfect amount of range to suit all of Zonda's forms. so she's my pick for the role.
Excellent, excellent. Then you've done splendidly, Lars. I'd say your reputation must have been well earned.
The town is surrounded, and enemies flood in by the moment. Quail not at their numbers. Victory is within our grasp.
Up next, the back half of Sumeragi's fighting force. For Carrera, I wanted a voice that can really ham it up, and Christopher Sabat just made sense. I originally wanted him as Asimov, since the parallel with him playing a great mentor and a terrible mentor was really tempting, but I decided to leave that role open for Max Powers, and give Sabat a spot where he can let loose.
A hero from Japan, who just so happened to be passing by.
For Elise, I wanted someone who can cover all of the trio's dispositions, and I think the best pick is Marin Miller. Electo and Tisiphone have the perfect energy I want for Psycho and Murder Elise, and if they can cover those bases, I'm willing to bet they can cover main Elise just fine.
Murderer! Murderer! Murderer!
Oh, finally. I've been waiting for this. Really.
Lastly, for Stratos, I wanted someone who can go absolutely fucking feral like no one else can. And the only pick for that is Robbie Daymond himself. I don't think there's much else I can say about it, he's just perfect for when you need a character that's batshit insane.
Tell me how much it hurts!
Lastly, the two big antagonists of the game. Nova was hard to cast because the best I've got for young and conniving, which is where I'd pin Nova, is Robbie Daymond, and I really want to see him cover Stratos. Honestly, the best I've got now is Christopher Sapphire, the voice of Thanatos in Hades. That performance really conveys a lot of confidence and smarminess, mixed with a healthy layer of hidden power under the surface, which is perfect for Nova. Personally, I hope this new performance could come across a little bit younger, but overall I think Chris is a solid bet.
Zagreus, is that really why you think I'm here? Let's see how many of these wretches you can kill before I send them to the lowest depths, where you belong yourself.
Lastly, Copen Kamizono. This is the first slot I had Robbie Daymond in, because he's already played a rival that's 3 steps ahead of you, but I think I'd rather have someone new play the part. For that, I'm gonna go with Zeno Robinson. He's been making the rounds as a VA lately, and I feel like combining Hawks' disposition with Go's intensity would be perfect for the Alabaster Tiger.
Definitely paranormal. Lock and load. It's ghost catching time.
That's about all I've got to say on the subject. Thank you all for watching. I know this was a broad departure from the usual stuff, but it was fun to make, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more like this, or tell me why my casting choices are terrible, let me know in the comments. I want to get y'all's thoughts on it. Remember to like and subscribe, ring the bell, all the standard stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.